track. Well done to the South Africans. Talk about running through the tape, make every...
Learning a few different things, and it's nothing we don't do different at training, it's just being able to implement that in the game. So making sure that we're playing right to the whistle, making sure that
because we know possession football is our game, but then
Kamalam Ayanda, Ayanda Francis William, ndingwasaqonce ndikhulele khona ndizalwa kwindawo kuthiwa seCumakala, but ke later stage samuvela elalini kwindawo kuthiwa seQonce. Ndazomuvela eKapa ke ngoku around about just over a decade ago. Ndikhule ndafunda up until kwa-10 ndingazange ndidibane necomputer, ndingazange ndidibane ne-smartphone, ndingazange ndidibane ne-library before. Izinto abanye abantwana be-privilege kuzo, but still besiexcela even though singenazo izinto ezininzi because besingakho too exposed to ilizwe, besingakho too sold up for izinto ezenzeka eTV. Esingayibukela iTV besitya uyi-1 sitya umbhoxo qha, but eventually umuntu wapasa u-10 weze eKapa, then ilizwe lavuleka ke ngoku sabona izinto besingakade sisazi uba zikhona, but bekumnandi because bekukho yonke le politics. Ifamily yami ayifuna ndiphangele ebhankini okanye ndibe i-accountant, so babengathi babe-accountant per se, but befuna ndiphangele ebhankini okanye kuyiphi i-institution ene-financial phakathi because utata wayephangela emayini. So utata ephangela emayini nje wayengumuntu oqhuwe walithwela imali via uTepa. uTepa yibhenki yakudala for abantu basemayini. So i-system yapha yayislow kakhulu to a point where wayefuna kubekho abantu abatsha bazawutshintsha yonke into enzeka phaa. Wathi ke mandifunde ndiphangela ebhankini, so at least ufuna ndiphangele phaa wayengumnqweno wakhe until kwa-10 sisiya kwi-Artscape Grahamstown Arts Festival. Ndabona i-radio, ndabona i-camera, ndabona something people are talking behind the mic, and I was like, who are they talking to? Like, who are the audience and stuff? But I fell in love with what they were doing. Umuntu lo-10 ongakwazi ufunda English, ongakwazi ukuthetha English eKapa yayi-disaster. So there was a company ePink called Capacity. It's an agency where everyone who's like ofuna umsebenzi either qualified or not baya phaa. So I went there. Xa ndifika phaa kuthiwa kufunwa unopost, like they want a postman. So everyone was like, no, we can't be postman. Then I told the guy, I'm interested. So they came to me and then they gave me a job. Yayinto right there because I was able to send imali ekhaya. Into ebekade ingenziwa ngubhuti bam. At the same time, I had in mind that I need to go back to school. Got a scholarship, 2029, I got a scholarship so to study overseas. So there's this school, it's called Lokum Kloster School from Denmark. And then they started an initiative to send 2 kids from Langa High to their school each year. So the kids would be a woman, or rather a girl and a boy, who were top achievers. But in that year, my year, but my cousin was appointed by the school to be the coordinator in South Africa because she also went to the school. But in my year, the boy pulled out last minute. So now you've got this situation. It's a last minute. Who do you put? And then jokingly I said to my cousin, put me. I'll go. I'm working. I can pay visa. I can pay it was a visa, the passport, it was a visa, and health insurance. So what she did, she went to the school and proposed that I have someone, but is not studying in the school. And they approved it. So Langa High principal approved that as well. So I went. That's how it started. So only find out the school was a folk school. So it was a journalism school. So I did broadcasting and journalism. So I came back after, but I was still in the post office. So I took a leave. When I came back from post office, the company took me back. But obviously I had other things in mind because I wanted to be a journalist. So I approached a lot of companies while I was back, including Media 24, CCFM, SABC, Zibonele, to name a few, but eventually Live Magazine at that time hired me on a freelance basis as a volunteer. So they gave me this job. While I was at the post office, I was working in the morning and then afternoon I go to town. So I was writing sport for the magazine. So we're printing a magazine every 3 months. So that's how everything started. For a black person, it was amazing. I enjoyed it. I made a lot of friends. I learned a lot, and yeah. when I was at Life Magazine, obviously I was talking to people, obviously I was talking to students and trying to tell them, hey, I'm this person, so and so. And then eventually I approached CSFM. So it's a Christian station in Muizenberg. That was in 2012. Yeah, 2012. So I approached them and they said to me, no, not now, but we will love to keep you on the radar because we want you. You've got a great potential and stuff. But eventually, after 6 months, they called me back for the same year. So I went there now to CCFM, and the rest is history. So I went to CCFM. I stayed there for 3 years while I was still in the post office, funny enough. Because CCFM now I was a sport producer, I was a sport reporter. So it's a community station. I could work my full-time job and then do CCFM work. And the first year was a voluntary base, and the 2 years were paying. And then after that, I got the experience, and then I went to join Bush Radio. And then from Bush Radio, I went to join Team Talk Media. And then I stayed for 2 years, and then I went to work at Rapid 65. And from Rapid 65, fast forward to where I'm at now, so I went to EWN. But even though I've been doing all stuff, I had to resign the post office in 2014 because I couldn't juggle everything now. And my mind was already now on this side. So we did everything, and then I got more of opportunities to become a freelance while I have my full-time job. That's how my life in the journalism started up until where I'm at now. The landscape of journalism or media industry keeps changing all the time. So if you are someone who wants to be a freelancer or you want to last in the industry, you need to equip yourself. You need to be more broader. You need to be more open-minded about a lot of things. Radio doesn't have money. Fact. Yes, it has money for now, but you get a contract that doesn't last not a single time. And then after that contract, what then? People don't want you because it's all about the ratings and numbers. So I had to equip myself in writing fast so that I can juggle both. I could fit in talking, exactly talking what I'm writing or writing what I'm talking. So it's a skill. Like learning alone is not enough, but you need to make it a skill in the sense that you need to fit into it. You need to let that fit into you. You have to make it a skill. You have to fake it until you make it. It works, it doesn't work, but it doesn't work a lot of people. But to me, I had to make it sure that it works. So luckily, I'm one of those that I made it work, and I've been juggling it both up until now. These industries, you must know Africa. They always say you must know Africans. So you're coming from Eastern Cape, you come from Joburg, you come from KZN, Uswaku Zulu, and then they say, if you don't know Afrikaans as part of the languages, and then uqeshwe luckily, and then you figure out the managers are having a meeting to the racism and the discrimination is too much. It's a lot for Mnyama. It's a lot for Mdu. That's not a kept down born. Those challenges were there in 1900. Unfortunately, they're still there now. They not seem to going away, and I don't know how. What will help? Afrikaans, the language and speaking. It's okay, it's nice to learn the language, but people are using that language now to divide each other. It's been happening. I've experienced that for so many years. And it is what it is, so you just have to move on and accept it. You can't fight it. Even though I know I've studied for quite some time, like 4 years ago, but I'm not exactly where I want to be. So in this journalism thing I'm doing, I chose sport because sport is less aggressive, it's less controversial, it's less political. I wanted to share good news. I wanted to write about you and share what Avule did compared to expose what you did. I'm not sure if you follow. There are two things. You expose what you did, or you share the good things. So I wanted to be that journalist who only write good things, not exposing. So if you notice now, I never run after a scoop. You'll never see me break the news. You'll never see me have an exclusive. That's what I mean. There are people for that who they want to break into the industry. Even now, I've never won anything in terms of accolades. It's okay. I'm not here to win awards. It's just that I'm here on my lane doing what I'm doing. So I feel like I'm not where I think I want to be. There is where I want to be. until I reach that height, I haven't done anything until I reach that height. Not in a company per se, not in the industry, but there's a limit I want to be at independently or personally. But yeah, apparently it takes time. Quick question. If I don't cover football, if I don't cover netball or women's sport, who will? So I made it my business to cover the 9 so-called important big sport. That's your netball, that's your women rugby, that's your women football, that's your tennis, that's your whole, those sports that we think but as core important. I knew that I come from a rugby and rugby, cricket and soccer background. Those was mastering. I was okay with it, but I was like, I need to do other stuff. I need to learn about other sports. Why? There are 2 reasons. I need to cover for the voiceless, people who doesn't have voice. I need to be their voice. 2, we work in different companies. You need to fit in. You need to be able to get there and be comfortable and be able to do that. But for those abayithandayo ke journalism kakhulu bafuna pha, the only advice now is don't look at that. Fake blinkers. Sujonga lo ngapha, sujonga lo. Fake blinkers, walk in your lane, do umsebenzi wakho and learn as much as we can, because journalism can take you places. Believe me, you can travel there in any country. You can go to any industry. You can go to any department if you are a journalist. Journalism opens doors for you. You could be in parliament. You could be anywhere via journalism. Because ukupha umsebenzi abanye abantu, suwenza freelance abantu just enza ngokwakho. Journalism will open doors for you. You will end up working for Sky Sports, or for Sky News, or for BBC, or for Al Jazeera. You will end up being a spokesperson of the president. Who knows? Because it does open that door. That's journalism.